Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another important video in our SQL interview preparation series, and this is our fifth video in that. Now let us get started without wasting much time. Again, the intention of creating this series is to help you guys in preparing your SQL. Okay, and here we go. So till now, I think we have discussed 55 questions in this, of which we had majority of them as scenario-based questions and some of them as theoretical questions. I will be pasting the link of the playlist in the description box. You can go and check it out. So the first question for today is write a query to list employees with their managers, and managers are also stored in the same table. Now, when you get such question, like here, the intention is to find out how you will be able to build the logic. What do we need here? We're just trying to run it on EMP table. So when I check that, I have EMP number and manager. Okay. I want to find out for this Smith, who is the manager. So technically we know 7902 is the manager. So somewhere here, this guy is the manager for Smith. We want to get that record. How will you get? So what am I doing is I'm taking employee name from this EMP table, and I'm displaying that as employee name. Same like that, I'm also taking another name, employee name, as a manager name. So technically these two are same, right? They're coming from this E name only. But what are we doing here? We are joining a left join on EMP table, and this is the condition that is important for us. Okay, E dot manager, which means this manager is equal to employee number. Okay, so in the search situation, display this one. Okay, now when I go and execute this, it will give us what is the who is the manager for each of them. For Smith, Ford is the manager. For Alan, Blake is the manager. Ward, again Blake, this guy, same guy. Jones, King, because there can be multiple employees in a single manager, right? That is possible. But for one manager, for one employee, you cannot have multiple managers. Okay, there can be multiple employees in a single manager. That possibility is there, so you need to understand or backtrack how you are getting the data. Example, here if I write EMP number something like this, okay, and by mistake you have written like this, and I'm taking MGR. Understand how you are getting the data. So if I run this, see what is happening. Okay, so Jones, for this employee, Scott is the manager. For this employee, Ford is also manager, right? Observe here. For Blake, Allen is the manager. For Blake, Ward is the manager. For Blake, Martin is the manager. Now, by seeing this itself, you can tell that, okay, array, for a single employee, how can I have multiple managers? Which means you have messed up the logic here. All you need to do is correct your logic here. So just do a reverse of this and write EMP number. That should give us a better results like this. Okay, so now let us go to next question. Okay, write a query to merge new employee records with existing ones. Okay, so which means you want to merge records into an existing table. If an employee exists, you just need to update the salary. Otherwise, insert the new record. How will you do in this situation? You can do it using merge statement, I think. Okay, merge into, merge is again the keyword, merge into employees. Okay, using new, okay, employee on e dot emp number is equal to n dot emp number. So here you need to give condition when matched. What do you want to do? When matched, then update e dot, or update set e dot salary is equal to n dot salary. When not matched, what do you want to do? When not matched, then, okay, we want to insert, right? So you will write insert statement here. Insert whatever the columns that you want to do, EMP number, e name, and salary. Values, you can give values here. Okay, so from where you will give values? From new table, employee number, comma, n dot e name, n dot salary, something like this you can write, and you can merge it, records. Okay, so when it is matching, you will update it. When it is not matching, you will insert it. Okay, so this can be done using merge statement. Now next statement is write a query to find all employees who have not submitted their projects. Okay, so again here we can use a left join. Okay, and fill in the information. Generally a left join helps us find rows in one table that does not have matching records in another table. Okay, so how will I write a simple statement if at all I want to write? Okay, so this is a gross statement here. Okay, so I will write select e dot e name from employee left join your table. Suppose we have a table called as the project submission. Okay, and I'm rating it as P on e dot uh, employee number is equal to P dot employee number where project ID is where P dot employee number is null. This query returns list of all the employees who have not submitted their projects here. Okay, so that is how we can write. Okay, so coming to the next question, write a query to display total number of employees in each department. Okay, so we want to find out a list of all the employees in each department. Okay, again I think this is an easy query that we can answer. So can write select. Again I will write e dot maybe department. Okay, so let us write this. I'll write select star from emp. So we have department number here. So I will write e dot department number comma count of emp number as emp count from emp table. So we will keep like this only from emp table, and I'm calling this as e. So here also we need to write e dot emp number, and without join also you can write, or if a join you want, simply you can just group by a department number. If you do, then you will get the count. Okay, this is one method. But suppose you want to display department name here, not the number, then you need to get it from secondary table, right? So that is using two tables. Now let us see that also. For this, what I'm doing is select d dot department name I'm taking, comma count of e dot employee number. Okay, as I'm taking again like how we took above employee count. Okay, from department D. Okay, so DPTD. Okay, left join EMPE on E dot EMP number is equal to, sorry, E dot department number is equal to D dot department number. D dot department number group by D dot department number. Something like this you can add and we can get the results. So D name. Okay, so something, let us check what do we have here. Select a star from DPT. Okay, we have D name. Okay, D dot D name from department and E dot, okay, department number is there. Okay, so if I run this, we should, sorry. So select D dot department name, comma, we'll take simply this one. Now if I run this, Okay, so now we have department name coming from department table and employee count coming from EMP table. So this is in this way also we can write. Okay, but if it is only department number, it is very straightforward, just using a group by. But when he says that department name is another table, that is when you need to use the concept of a join. Okay, so I hope you have learned something new here. Next is write a query to create a table that records a current stamp when new record is inserted. Okay, so this is again a condition that we need to create or ensure we are following whenever new record is created. So how will you do? Okay, suppose I want to do it using create table. So if I want to write create statement, how will I write create? Okay, table. Okay, I'll write like say table name or EMP table I will write. Okay, or log table if I write. Okay, log table. Okay, open bracket. Okay, so okay, so I will write log ID. Okay, as primary key, maybe of integer type, and then primary key, comma, description of varchar, maybe of 100. I'll write, and then create date. Okay, I'll give it as timestamp, and default I'm giving. Default is current timestamp. So this is how we can create. Okay, so this is where we are specifying how we want to give. Okay, next is write a query to create that each employee mail is unique. Okay, so we want to create a column that will hold only unique email IDs. Now there can be a scenario where we can have multiple values in the same table. We want to ensure we do not have multiple values. What can we do? So here we can use a constant called as unique. So you need to remember this concept, how we can use this constant. How will you do again? Create table EMP. Okay. Open the bracket. EMP ID I'm taking. I want data type of integer, and then this will be a primary key for me. So I'm specifying primary key. Okay, comma. Again, I need ename in that. So it will be a varchar for me. So I'm giving varchar of maybe 100 this 100 size I'm giving, comma. Then we spoke about we need employee email address which can be of unique. So again, I'm specifying email of varchar, and I want maybe 55 I'll give. Okay. But I want this to be unique. So unique, you need to specify something like this. Okay. So this is your unique key constraints, like how we have specified primary key as a constraint here. You need to specify unique, so this will ensure that this column will hold only unique values in that. So this is how you will create table to hold values. Okay, so next is write a query to find second highest value or second highest salary from EMP table. Now this is one best way to write the query in multiple forms or for multiple questions. So rank is equal to 12 means we will get only 2. Second rank less than or equal to 2 means top 2 we will get, like that. So you can use same salary, I mean same syntax for multiple things. So I'll write ename comma salary. Here also maybe I will write ename. If I run this, it will give me top 2. Okay. Uh, so this has got, so if I write say top 3, because they got same rank, it is giving those 3. So if I run this, okay, like this I can write. Okay, next query is write a query to compare two columns within the same table using SQL. Now we want to compare two columns within the same table using SQL. Let us see how we can do. Okay, so this we can do it using multiple ways. Again, I want to do it using a very simple format. All you need to do is you need to understand that you need to use where clause here. That's it. Okay. Select. Okay. EMP number, ename, salary is there. Okay. And assume you have a column called as expected salary. Okay. So I'll write it as salary into 0.1 uh, as 0.5. I'll write as expected salary from EMP where salary. So we can just correct this field. I think I wrote salary instead of sal. Where salary not equal to expected salary. That's it. So this is the condition you need to specify there. Okay, so when you give this, it will give you all those results. Okay. Next is write a query to find duplicate entries using group by and having. Okay. So again, most simple way, he's asking you to write a query using group by and having. Okay. Simple. If at all you want to find duplicates using this, all we can do is select first, take the name or whatever the column you want, and then count star on that. That will give us count of those, count of employees. Okay, from EMP table. So now what this will give, name of this employees, how many times it is there. Okay. Now we need group by ename till here we got. So for then what do we need? We need having count of star greater than one. So this will give us list of only those employee names where count is more than one. There are no employees. But if I give department number, maybe we have more than one, so it will give all the departments. Okay, group by here, department number. You see, they are all more than one time department number is repeating. So 3 times, 5 times, 6 times. So it is giving us the count of departments who have at least one employee. Okay, so if I write three more than three, I can write greater than three like that. So you can filter on that as well. Now write a query to update, modify all columns here. Okay, so we want to write an update statement which can modify all the columns. How will I write? Okay, suppose we want to update a statement. Okay, update, maybe updating salary for all employees. Okay, so update salary, uh, update, mm, set sal is equal to 50,000 where department number is equal to 20. Like this we can write. Okay, so this will update salary of all the employees to this where department number is equal to 20. If at all you want to be very specific that you want to uh, update only for one, then you can write employee number is equal to, and then you can specify whatever the column is there. So this will update only for particular employee. So here your this condition is very important, like to which department you are updating, to which employee and all. So if you miss any of the condition, it will be updating to all the statements. So updates Inserts and your deletes are very important in real time. So most of the times it will be handled by an experienced DB team, and you will not have an opportunity to run update queries. So mostly as a developer, we will have a SQL permissions, sorry, select permissions. So master your select queries. Okay. So again, write a query to insert data into table by selecting it from another table. Again, this is an interesting question. Sometimes in interview, he might ask you to copy data from one table to another or insert. Then you can use this statement. Okay. How can we do insert into EMP, let's say copy I'm using. Okay. So whatever the columns that you need, I need ename, sal, and department number. Okay, and then I can write select ename, sal, and department number from EMP table. Something like this I can write and I can insert. Okay, so this query directly copies the data from this table and it will insert. Okay, so next is write a query to calculate cumulative salary for employees ordered by department, which means for each department I need a cumulative salary. Okay, so when he says cumulative, remember we need to use a partition and over, that concept will come into picture here. Okay, so how can we write here? Select department number, comma e name, comma sum of salary. I'm writing because we need sum of salary over partition by department number, order by sal as cumulative salary. Okay, so this is how you need to write. So what are we doing here? For all the employees within a department, we are trying to do a sum of salary. Okay, so which means we are aggregating from EMP table. Now when I run this, you will get a cumulative salary. Okay, it will keep adding. You see, it is going till 10,087 and all. So that's your next question. Now, next question is write a query to count employees in each department, but only display departments with more than 5 employees. I think we have written this query just now. Okay, very simple. So write select department number, comma count of employee number from EMP. Okay, group by department number. This will give us count of employees in each department. We need to display only those departments which have more than 5. Okay, having count of EMP number greater than 5. So when I run this, it will give me only those departments or list of departments that have more than 5 employees. So like this also I can do. Okay. Now write a query to check there are if there are employees earning more than 1 lakh rupees or 1 lakh as salary. So again, this is straightforward question. Select, okay, employee name, salary from EMP table where salary is greater than whatever 5,000. If I write that range, you need to specify here. It will give us those employees. So there are no employees earning more than that. Maybe I'll give more than 3,000. So we have king who is earning 5,000. 5,000 is the max salary we have. So write a query to rank employees within each department based on their salary. Okay. Again, this is an important question that we can use using a rank function. We want to rank employees within the department, which means for each department we need, right? So I'm taking select department number, comma e name, okay, rank, okay, over, and I'm taking partition by department, order by salary, descending. Okay, I'm closing the bracket as salary rank. So when I run this, it will give me rank of employees within each department. Okay. Okay. What did I miss here? I missed a comma here, guys. Okay, so for each department we are getting ranks here. For each department we are getting ranks. So this is how you can use. Okay, so I think that's it from my side in this video. I hope you have learned something new. If it does, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, and have a good day.